Got, looks somebody already dropped a box of fun. I've got a guild banquet set up here, so help yourself, guys. There's some cauldrons out, so you could do your little costume brawl and all that. Great turnout. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get started with our announcements. We've got lots of fun stuff going on, lots of exciting stuff happening. All right, the first link that I'm sharing with you. Texas Swarm Meetup in Dallas, Texas, May 16th through 18th. That is going to be an awesome time. I hope everybody can come. Anybody who can come. You don't have to live in Texas. We've got quite a few people coming from other states. We've got Stravani's coming from Florida. We've got Vignot coming from, I think, Pennsylvania, if that's right. We've got, let's see, we've got Valonalene coming from California. So I'd love to see as many people as possible come. It's going to be a great time. We are going to be going to Comic-Con, and then we're going to have a party afterwards. It's my birthday, and I can't think of any better way to spend my birthday than with my Swarm family. We're going to have a barbecue and everything. It's going to be a really good time, and I would love for everyone to be there. Yeah, Omen Pain, I can understand. Coming from Korea would be kind of an expensive ticket, so I'll let you off the hook. But Comic-Con's going to be a blast. There's so many awesome guests. Nathan Fillion, William Shatner, just to name a couple. The list goes on and on and on. Great guests going to be there. Going to have a great time. Some of us are wearing costumes. Everybody's going to have a Swarm t-shirt. We are actually, I sent my design to Improvenum, and he's going to get some t-shirts made up with it's going to have the shape of Texas that's filled with a honeycomb, and then have our B logo overlaid on top of that. And it's going to say Texas Meetup 2014. So we're going to have special Swarm t-shirts made up for the event, and those will be on sale within plenty of time for you guys to get them, in time for the meetup. So lots of exciting stuff there. Anybody have any questions about the meetup? The next link I posted is for the Swarmer of the Month. If you are a Soldier Bee Up, you will have access to that thread. If you have not done so, please vote now. It can be anybody in the community that you want to vote for. Just put their name and why you want to vote for them, and get your votes in. Anybody have any questions about that? All right, next link is up. Our next community-wide karaoke event will be Saturday, 4/19 at 5 p.m. PST. It's an hour earlier than usual, just so that you guys on the East Coast won't have such a late night. And there will not be a community meeting. It'll just be karaoke this time, so we'll get started right away. If anybody does have to leave earlier, you can go first. The theme for this time's contest is going to be country. So any country song that you want to sing for the contest will be great, as long as the lyrics are within our Swarm language policy. After everyone who has competed in the contest wants to has finished, then we will have an open mic night for the rest of the evening. There is no theme for the open mic night portion. That's just anything you want to sing at all. Like I said, as long as it meets the Swarm language policy. And we will stay up as late as you guys want. I'll stay up all night singing if you guys want to, until we're all too tired and sung out to go on. So It'll be a great time. We always have fun at these events, so I encourage everybody to come out. Even if you don't feel like singing, you're welcome to come out and cheer on the ones who do. So it's always a great time. And if anybody wants to make requests, some of the chapters do. It's kind of like they'll say, "Oh, I'll donate 50 gold if so and so will sing this song," or something like that. You can do that too. So just, if you need to make a reply on there, you can, or you can just let one of the chapter officers know if you want to put a challenge up for somebody or anything like that.
I'll donate 50 gold if we can get Venom to sing.
Oh, that sounds good. Venom did sing at one event. He didn't sing by himself, but he was backing his daughter up when she sang for us.
Aww.
I'll return the favor.
Alright, next link up, something new. Recruitment Clinic. It's going to be Sunday, April 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific. This is for any worker bee and up who wants to become more effective at recruiting. We will be learning from each other. It's very interactive. It will be alternated with our recruitment clinic, which normally our recruitment clinic is always on the first Sunday of the month. So from now on, what we'll be doing is we'll just be alternating. First Sunday of the month, once we'll have the recruitment clinic, and the next Sunday, first Sunday of the month, it'll be the orientation clinic. So it'll just be alternating them like that. So everybody who's a worker bee and up wants to come and sit in on that, you're more than welcome. I'd love to have you all come out and represent. As always, any of these community events, love to see the Guild Wars 2 chapter represented. There also is an audio archive. Every single orientation clinic that's been done has been recorded and posted there. So if you ever want to go back and listen to any of those, feel free. And I know a lot of people can't make it on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific, so if not, you can always go back and listen to the recordings. We will be doing the same thing with the recruitment clinic. Any questions about that? All right, then I will just share a couple links with you real quick. First one is our YouTube page. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. We'd like to have as many followers as we can. We have Nylan, who is our media manager for the Guild Wars 2 chapter, who will be submitting videos for our chapter to represent us on there, so you can look for those. I know that Deadman is also doing some instructional videos. He recorded one today with the Citadel of Flame story mode, kind of a how-to guide. So that'll be posted soon too. So look for that, and more good stuff to come. And also, Godfather has a podcast that he does an excellent job with, so check that out as well. Those are all the general community announcements that I have to go over, but I do have some Guild Wars 2 news. There is so much fun, exciting stuff going on in Guild Wars 2 right now. This is a great time to be playing. There are some fun new games on the forum. Our forum is a virtual treasure trove of information, and it's also part of our tripod is forum participation. So we have some really exciting ways to help you get familiar with the forum and to help you get your post count up. One of them is Cinder's scavenger hunt. That is a really fun one. You don't want to throw away your junk. One man's junk is another man's prize. Each week there'll be a different list of odds and ends to save and screenshot before you sell them, and the winner will walk away with a cool 2 gold. So that's fun. The other is a revival of the ever-popular Where's Crew game. Azure and Nylan have teamed up to bring back this exciting game by popular demand. Each week there will be a photo taken somewhere in Tyria, in some beautiful location, and they're going to post that. And then your quest is to find that spot that's in the photo and take a picture of your character in as close to the same pose as possible as the one in the picture, and then post it on the forum. The winner of this contest also will receive cold cash in the sum of 2 gold. So that's another great thing for you guys to do. Alright, and while you're on the forum, don't forget to check out the event lineup. There are some great activities in every area of the game for all of our members, and that's part of the benefit of being, part of a large active community, and we need everyone to be aware of the events and support them with their participation. I don't think everyone has even been aware of the event lineup post, or maybe just forget to check it. So starting this week, when I do the weekly update to it, I will add a trivia question somewhere. I'm going to hide it in there, so you're going to have to really read it to find it. The first person to post a reply on that thread with the correct answer will also win 2 gold. So right there, you've got a potential to get 6 gold in a week just by reading the forum. And in the process, you will have fun in-game with your swarm buddies, and that is priceless.
Like, do Asura have Gollum clean up after?
Anybody have any questions about that? Alright, now the event sign-up section is where you find the event lineup, and it is only accessible to worker bees and up. So if you are a newbie, that gives you a little bit of an incentive to hurry up and get to worker bee, because we really don't want anyone to stay at newbie for long at all, because that's just a trial membership or probationary period, and it's really so easy to get up to worker bee. So we really want everybody to get there as soon as possible. And there's a lot of other awesome stuff on the forum. What you can see as a newbie is just the tip of the iceberg. Once you become a worker bee, even before you're officially promoted, once you hit worker bee status on the forum, you'll have access to all that. And I also did go ahead and update the event lineup. So if you want to look at the link that I just posted there, let me know what you think. If it's easier to read, I think it's easier to read. Also, the way I have it in layers, the background picture and colors can be changed, with different seasons or different content in the game, whatever, to kind of keep it fresh. But I've got the events posted on there every day, and then beneath that I've got for each day of the week in red, then I've got underneath it, I've got links to different posts on the forum about the different events and activities, so that you can get more information about them. And then there are some future events to save the date for. So there's lots of stuff going on. We are just really busy bees here in the hive. So there's always something buzzing. Yeah, and like Agathu just typed in the chat box there, if you do have a question during the meeting, all you have to do is type /raise in the chat box, and we will pass you the microphone. And that's actually all the announcements that I have. No, we really want all of our leaders to have commander badges, because they need them for leading events and stuff. So, if we're raising money for a commander badge for one of our leaders, then it would kind of be nice to try to get them theirs first before individuals purchase them that may not need them for a specific reason. But it does not directly violate a policy if you purchase one. For those of you who may not be familiar with what he's mentioning there, the commander's tag is basically, it can be used in World v World or in PvE. And what it does is, if you look at my character, you'll see that there is a blue kind of triangle diamond shape over my head. I'm sorry, now there is. And yeah, there is now. And basically what this is for, it's for people who lead large groups, because if you have 5 people in your group, they can all see you on the map with your blue dot, and they know where you're at, and you can talk in party chat and so forth. But if you are leading an event that has a larger amount of people than that, let's say like you're leading a farming run, or you're leading a group out in World v World that's got more than one 5-man group of people, then you're going to need a commander badge so that everyone in your squad can see where you're at. And we want to make sure that everybody can stay together when we're out either doing jumping puzzles, zone clears, or World v World. We want to make sure that we can all stay together. There's also a squad chat where you can all talk in the squad, since you may not be all in the same party. And also the commander does have a way of checking to see how many people are in the squad, as well as seeing how many people have supplies and how many supplies they have on them. And that helps him with determining when he needs to send people to supply camps to get supplies and things like that. So that's what the whole thing is with the commander badge. It's basically just intended for people who are leading large groups. So it's normally the people that are in leadership positions generally have those, and they are quite expensive. They cost 100 gold. So every time we do purchase one for a leader, it does take a great deal of contributions from our members to help us do that, and we do try to get all of our leaders a badge that need them. Alright, so at this time I'm going to go on to Agathu, and he's going to talk about lottery, etc.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
The first thing I want to talk about today is the tripod, which I always like to talk about. It is the cornerstone of our community because it allows us to communicate with each other, not just in game, but in vent and through the forums, share our ideas. We can share our builds, ask questions when people aren't around. You can put a post up on a forum to ask your questions so you can get responses from other people. So it's really important to make sure to be checking the forums and being in vent while you're in game. A lot of us hang out in vent even when we're not in game, so you can still get a hold of us. That's not required, but definitely while you're in game it is required that you're in vent. At least use, if you're actually in Guild Wars 2, please use one of our Guild Wars 2 channels. If you need some quiet time, we do have a quiet channel where everything is muted, so you can go in there. But please use our channel. The AFK channel is actually supposed to be for when you are going to be away from keyboard for a while. But if you're actually playing a game, please use our channels. And then always check the forums for those new posts. We got some great activities going on that you're going to have to check the forums to see what you have to do to win. And there's always information being put up, and if you have any questions about things, PvE, PvP, World versus World, anything in general in the game, you can find it there. And we have a lot of great other places that you can go look up stuff. People post about their favorite books and television shows, music, everything on our forums. So, when you get a chance, take the time to go look around and see what's out there. There's a lot of great posts out there. Any questions on that? For anyone who doesn't know, the Sinister Swarm Guild Wars 2 lottery is open to everybody in the chapter. It's in-game money to buy tickets. You can buy as many tickets in a week as you want. It runs from Saturday at the time the guild meeting starts until the following Saturday at noon Pacific time, at which time the lottery ends and I start finding out how many tickets are sold and who the winners are. You send your in-game mail to Agathu.1890, which is me, and in that mail you want to include the money for the tickets, how many tickets you're buying, and your vet name, so that way I can make sure to get the prizes to the right people. Right now we have 4 lots available. Lot 1 is 4 gold. Lot 2 is 2 18-slot bags. Lot 3 is approximately 4 gold and unidentified dies. Unfortunately, the number of dies has come down because of prices. Lot 4 is about 4 gold worth of heavy moldy bags, which have a chance to drop T6 mats out of them. And then once in a while we have a Lot 5 that varies with events in the game. If there's stuff that's dropping that can actually be handed out to people, we'll collect a bunch of that and have it in there. So, you know, if the tickets are 40 silver apiece, and even one ticket, you have a chance to win something worth up to 4 gold. So it, you know, doesn't hurt to give it a shot. If we have to have at least 10 tickets sold during the week for the lottery to run, and that will give us 1 winner. If we sell at least 25 tickets, we'll have 2 winners drawn, and if at least 40 tickets are sold, we'll have 3 winners announced. And then also, you don't have to just buy tickets for yourself. Of course, you can always buy tickets for yourself, but you can buy tickets for somebody else if you would like to. If somebody's been really helpful to you in the game, or somebody's gone out of the way to do something for you, you can always just buy them a ticket or a couple of tickets or whatever. Just make sure to put in the email that you're buying tickets for that person and their event name, so that I know that it's not actually going to you. It's going to be the tickets are for somebody else. Any questions on that? All right. And also, I would love to have some ideas about additional prizes I could add to this. So if there's any additional prizes you would like to see in the different lots, please, send me an in-game email or reply on the forums with your ideas, and I'd really appreciate it. All right, and I will pass the mic over to Luthas.
Thanks, Agathu. Can I get a big hail swarm?
Hail
swarm. That's more like it. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about recruitment. I know it is very important for each chapter to survive, and we do currently have a promotion going right now. It's March Madness. I'm going to link that, then everyone, if you please kindly click on that, and I'll go over it briefly. There you go. Okay, we're trying to get more recruits, as you all know. Basically, we're shooting for 17 new members, and we have to the 31st of this month. Basically, one of our biggest prizes we have is the Chosen. It's a precursor for the legendary shield called the Flame Seeker Prophecies, and that is a clickable link so you can see the actual shield, what it looks like. Okay, like I said, we need 17 members in order to give that away. For each member you recruit, your name will be put in a hat for the final drawing. If we do achieve 17 new members. Okay, we also have a bunch of other prizes too that were added. Okay, we have another prize which is 75 gold. Okay, and we also have an additional prize by one of our own artists in the guild. She will make a custom portrait of your character so you can hang it in your man or woman cave or anywhere in your house. And also, we've also put out a new policy as far as recruitment. Right now, from I think it was a week ago we started this. Anytime you recruit a new member and they make it to our guild roster, you will instantly receive 5 unidentified dies on the spot. Now, since this policy was started, I've given away 10 dies already, and we have one member here at the meeting tonight, Raul. He can attest to that. It does work, okay?
It most certainly does.
Did you get anything good, or did you not open them yet?
I actually did the nice thing and actually gave them to Lilu as a present for joining the guild.
Very good.
Aw, that's very nice.
What a great person. Okay, we have another big prize too. Deathaius, our own member here in the Swarm and the Guild, he's graciously donated a gently used Razer Death Adder gaming mouse. And you can clearly see the graphic on the page here. And then also another prize, I do believe Fate's going to give this away. It's the game. It's through Steam called Killing Floor. Okay? So, the way this also works is the fine print we have from March 1st till 31 March. And each recruit, they have to be promoted to worker bee status no later than the 5th of April by noon Pacific Standard Time in order to qualify, okay? The going tally right now is we've recruited 8 new members, but only a few handfuls made it to worker bee. So we've got to work on that. We got to get hot and heavy. We've got about 2.5-3 days tops left, and this promotion is over. So I'd like everybody to at least try from here on out to the end of the month to recruit one person. And with that, we do have recruitment resources for you to use. Okay, I'm going to link one and talk about. We have a Sinister Swarm recruitment video. And I'm going to link that right now. For any of our brand new members, I strongly encourage you to check this video out. It's on YouTube, and it basically shows what the Sinister Swarm gaming community Guild Wars 2 chapter is all about. It's real helpful. Okay? This is a useful recruiting guide that I wrote for all of our members to utilize. It's a pretty good resource. Basically, if you're brand new at recruiting, it takes you step by step on how to get someone signed up to join the community if you think they're a good fit. Okay, so all kind of neat tips and tips and techniques in there that I use when I recruit. Okay, and then also I will link the recruitment clinic. That is a real good resource for recruiting as well.
Oh, traveler.
Okay. There is the other link to the recruitment clinic that we're going to be holding. Be every other Sunday, first Sunday of the month. And then the other Sunday will be the orientation clinic as well. At this time, I'd like to ask Raul, what was your recruiting method or technique, how you recruited Lilu, if you'd like to share that with us?
Well, that one was a horrible, horrible cheat. In all fairness, she's a friend of mine, a co-worker, and she's been playing MMOs for years, and I just slowly and gently cajoled her into getting Guild Wars 2 and playing with us. She's watched me play a few games with you guys over the last couple of months. I know I haven't been online recently because I broke my hand and I've been working. But other than that, I mean, when I was recruiting the last time, I was just reaching out to people that I enjoyed playing with, and basically telling them if they weren't guilded, hey, look, if you want to be with a guild that is awesome, has a great support structure, and actually a very, very good general structure overall, Sinister Swarm is definitely somewhere to go and look. I mean, like they were saying, we've got videos out there. The forum is very, very helpful, and we normally have like 10 or 12 people online at any time for people to talk to about getting involved. So it was easy on this one. I just wish I could have brought some more people in.
Alright, great. Thanks, Roald. And Old Man Payne, would you care to elaborate on how you recruited Ariana? What your technique was?
I just recruited her from my old guild, because my old guild, they're not really as active anymore. And then she's from Hawaii, so not many people are on around that time. And she was just looking for people to play with, so I asked her if she wanted to join this guild, and she said yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. And we really appreciate the time and effort that every member takes out of their personal time to do this recruiting. It is tough, and I know that is my main job in this community and guild, but keep up the great work. Remember, 3 days left. We could do this still. And does anybody have any questions for me? Okay, I am done, and I'm going to pass the microphone back to Fate.
I actually have a quick question for you. How many people have we recruited so far during this month?
8.
Okay, so we're really not that far away from it. The fine print does specifically state that if we do not make our goal of 17 worker bees in the time given, that the precursor will not be given away. However, it doesn't say anything about the other prizes not being given away. So I would like to challenge each and every one here. It looks like we've got about 26 people in this event channel right now. If everybody tries to recruit one person in the next 3 days, we could surpass that goal greatly. What I would like to propose, and this has got to clear with Agathu since he's the vice overlord. If we get, say, we've got 8 right now. If we hit 15 new members, just recruited even as newbies, we can hit 15 by the end of the time given. We give away the rest of the prizes.
That sounds good to me.
Does that sound good to you guys? They don't have to be worker bees, just if we get them recruited and they're in the door and they're on the roster. So we've got 8 now. If we get 7 more, we'll give away the rest of the prizes.
Do I get a bonus for having not been online for like the whole month and still recruiting someone? I mean, come on.
No.
Oh.
Negative.
Not after making me sing that song.
Okay, so Agatha agreed, guys, so we just need 7 more. With 26 people, I don't think it's going to be that hard to get 7 new recruits. If they're on the roster and they're in the chapter, then we will give away the rest of the prizes. Alright, thank you, Lutheus, for that update.
You're welcome. It's all yours.
Okay, I would like to introduce a new chapter officer to you guys. We have not had a Vice Dungeon Lord for some time now, since Giovanni took over as Overlord of the Marvel Heroes chapter. He still comes and helps us, which we appreciate very much. But we have not had anyone officially filling that spot for quite a while. That has since changed. So I would like to welcome Deadman as our official new Vice Dungeon Lord. So let's give him a big Hell Swarm.
Hell Swarm.
Hell Swarm.
And as your initiation, you will go ahead and be giving us the PvE update this evening. Bayor is also here, who is our Dungeon Lord, and he can add anything afterwards that he would like to add. But at this time, I'm going to pass the mic to Deadman.
Alrighty then, let's go ahead and start with some upcoming in-game updates that are coming up. So far, you guys know that coming April 15th or 16th of this month, looks like the 15th, we are going to be having some major updates across the game in terms of dyes, armors, all sorts of cool stuff. Some of the upcoming updates you can find right here. I'm going to share a nice little link with everybody. This can be found directly on the Guild Wars 2 website. And some of the most recent updates that they're talking about that we have is everybody always hates armor repair. It gets costly when you die so many times and you start getting into broken armor. Well, you can say goodbye to that with the new update coming up. As well as anytime you want to do a respec, it's now free. If you know the little icon that you get at the top of your screen whenever you're sitting around in SPVP waiting around over in the mists, you can sit there and play around with your skill traits. Well, now you'll be able to do that anywhere so long as you're not in combat. Some of the other improvements that we got coming up is the wardrobe system. Has anybody really taken a look at that lately?
I have.
Yep. Yeah, I have.
Yep, they're adding.
Can't wait.
Yep, they're adding a new panel to the hero tab, which is going to be your dyes panel. This is going to allow you to access whatever dyes you have on your account across all characters. So if you have multiple versions of the same dye on multiple characters across your account, you're going to get a new dye, as well as those dyes will be unlocked across all of your characters. So they'll give you another dye to make up for the one you already got multiples of. So you'll be able to access those dyes on multiple characters instead of having to spend a lot of gold getting, you know, say 6 or 5 or however many characters you have, Abyss dyes. And we all know that can get expensive because that one's 30 gold. In addition to that, we have stuff like the critical updates that are coming out to where they're changing the way crit works as well as reducing it overall. All sorts of balance updates coming up. And Ascended and Legendary gear will no longer be soulbound. It'll now be account bound. So you'll be able to share your Ascended gear and your Legendary gear across all characters on your account. Alright, and moving right along more into some guild-specific stuff. As some of you guys know, I've been running some story mode dungeons on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. This is going to continue this upcoming week. I've got Twilight Arbor on Tuesday, and Sorrow's Embrace on Thursday, and we're going to go ahead and rock out with Honor of the Waves on Saturday. These times are usually kind of tentative on the Saturdays, but Tuesdays and Thursdays will be 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Specifically, for those days, server time. So Tuesday at 7, Thursday at 8, and then Saturdays will flip-flop back and forth between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. depending on some stuff that I have going on in real life. Every other weekend I usually have tabletop gaming, so you won't see me on as much during those days. And then, of course, each week, the way I've got it planned out is any dungeon that's below 70, I'm going to have 2 of those during the week, and then the 70-plus ones on the weekend. So you're going to see a constant rotation going through. So the week after that, I've got, like, back to Ascalon Catacombs and into Catechus's Manor again. And then they'll rotate along with COF, HOW, COE, and Ara each Saturday. So each week you'll see 2 lower dungeons, and then on Saturdays you'll see the higher dungeon. And then hopefully we can get everybody get their story mode unlocks done so we can start getting more into the explorables. And end goal of this whole ordeal is to work on getting everybody up to having the Dungeon Master achievement as we can get that rolling. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. Bayor, you got anything to add?
Not really. Looks like you got most of it. There are some exciting changes coming. I'm happy that Fate found me a wonderful assistant in Deadman, because, as some of you have been around for a while know, one of the football seasons that I referee for is coming up, so I will be absent a little bit. So you may not see me as much, so I will try and get with Deb and tell him some of the stuff you need to know. If you guys need to get a hold of me and I'm not around, just send me an email or an in-game or a forum PM, and I'll try and get with you guys. So look forward to seeing you guys when I get back on the other side of all of that. So, Hailstorm.
Hellsworn.
All right, thanks for that great update, both of you guys. And Lutheus, this would probably be a good time for you to throw up one of your ads in map chat.
Can do.
All right, and next up on the itinerary here, we have Bashi, who is our warlord, and he's got some World v World and SPVP news for you. Bashi, it's all yours.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
Yep.
Okay, first, I'll just plug this and I'll put it in chat. This is Tuesday at 4 server time before the guild farming run. There's going to be a little hide and seek game that I put on, and hope to see you all there. It's for 1 hour. I'll give you 1 clue every 15 minutes. Whoever finds me, I'll give you 5 in-game gold. So I just plugged that. Okay, as far as the new season started last night at reset for WVW Season 2. There are a lot of achievements there, and what we're going to plan on doing for the ones that are wanting the achievements, we're going to be going out into the heart of the mist, or the edge of the mist, and do hopefully some tanking out there. We're going to try to stray away from the borderlands per se, and just go out and have fun out in the new map, because you can still get your achievements out there as well. Also, there is a legendary Guild War 2 tournament coming up in SPVP.
I just flew in from the underworld. Boy, are my arms tired.
And there's the link, and this is coming directly from the Guild Wars 2 site.
Me neither.
So, if you are interested, and this is a 5-man team, you're interested, you got to sign up before, I believe.
Hi there. Spin is a norm, like an Asura.
Opening on April 4th, pending no bumps in the road. Keep an eye on guildwars2.com as we'll announce the sign-ups here first. So, keep an eye out on the Guild Wars 2 page for that. And if you're interested, let me know.
Aim for pain.
Any questions on any of that?
Yes, is there a fee to participate in the Legends tournament?
It doesn't say so on the Guild Wars 2 site.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Okay, thank you.
Agatha?
I didn't have a question, just more of a comment. I had read over that thing, and yeah, if people are interested in this, we need to get a 5-man team together, or we can try to get more than one 5-man team together, and the winners, the ones who take first place, are going to get a free legendary. Second place, they're going to get a precursor of their choice. And then they have some other prizes, so look over those prizes. They sound pretty good.
Yes, they are. Plus, tomorrow at 4 server time, we are going to have a SPV Swarm tournament in our own arena. So hope to see everyone there. It's a single elimination tournament, and it goes pretty quick. Especially if you're going against me, I die fairly quickly. That's the operator's fault. But hope to see you all there. It will be, if Nylon is available, it will be videotaped as well. Nylon, will you be there? Okay. So, hope to see you all there. And then the Core Red gets to defend his title. And then gets a little, if you do beat him, you get a little bling on the forum as well, or on your name. So, any other questions? Well, with no other questions, I'll pass it back to Fate.
All right, thank you. It's really exciting. I think it's so awesome when I was watching the live stream about the Legendary tournament, and even if they're expecting maybe 16 teams, so with 8 places, even if you get past the first round, you're going to get something. And it's like, even though you don't get the full Legendary until you get to the top place, you're going to get some parts of it that you need. So it's really exciting, all the great stuff that they have going, and all the great prizes and stuff. And I would just really be tickled if somebody in this forum could get that, because it's like everybody in the whole team, all 5 members, are going to get the prizes. All right, Azure, did you have any news for Reaper Stingers?
Reapers and Stingers, yes. Just that we are continually looking for participants to join us out in World v World. Now that the new season tournament has started up, we're going to be looking for people to come out and participate out in World v World. The Stingers and Reapers, if anybody that does not know or is not familiar with them, are typically strike teams that work out in the player versus player scenarios. Reapers typically being AoE support, and Stingers typically being a rogue or thief type approach. They focus more on flipping camps and points of opportunity, things like that. And then, like I said, the Reapers are more AoE support and strike. So if you're interested in being a Stinger or Reaper, talk to myself or Bashi or Vignot for the moment. And we are going to be looking for some people to help us kind of coordinate Reaper Stinger events. So if you're interested in that regard as well, let us know. And then also, just to bring to a head the whole Worldview World thing, as we've been mentioning over the past couple of guild meetings, we have been working on a Worldview World initiative of our own to reward our swarmers for being out in Worldview World and contributing. Just, getting our name out there, being part of the server, doing everything that's going on out there, and letting people know that we are present, and we are here. And so what we've been working on is an initiative to, again, reward our swarmers for being out there. We have finally hammered down the overwhelming majority of all the details, and I will be putting a post up on the forum. I'm still tweaking the post just a little bit, so as soon as I have it finalized, I'll post it up in the chat box here. I do encourage you guys to check it out. It's going to be community-led through nominations, and there's going to be monthly, quarterly, and yearly winners or champions that will be named. And there's going to be some pretty cool rewards that come with that. So check out the post. Like I said, as soon as I have it finalized, I will be posting it, and I'll give you guys the link in the chat box here. So keep an eye out for that.
All right, thank you, Azure. Appreciate your hard work, all of you guys. All right, at this time I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic to Lutheus, our herald. He is going to welcome our new members and talk about promotions, which is my favorite thing.
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Alright, once again everybody, I want to thank you for coming out and joining us tonight. This is a favorite part of the meeting. First we're going to introduce our new joins, and our newest members are Newbie Copel, Newbie Ariana Zanson, and Newbie Lilu. Let's give them a big hail swarm and welcome.
Welcome.
Great job. Thanks for joining. I also want to recognize these Guild Wars 2 members on their promotions. And we have from Worker B, they're getting promoted to Worker B, Old Man Payne, Asen, and Ragnarsson. Welcome to the Sinister Swarm gaming community as full members. Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Congrats!
Okay, and also we have a couple worker bees that are eligible for Soldier Bee, and I want to congratulate worker bee Shaylia. She has 31 posts and you only need 20, and also worker bee Gorespike, which is my real life son, he has 23 posts. So congratulations everyone, keep up the great work. And you too, Shaylia and Gorespike, you can get with me privately and we can do those Soldier Bee tests and get you promoted. Hail Swarm! Back to you, Fate.
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm!
Hail Swarm! Hail Swarm!
I love seeing people get promoted and move up in the community. It just makes my heart just so happy. I love it. Alright, this is the time in meeting where I just kind of open up the floor for anyone who has questions, comments, suggestions, complaints, diatribes, anything at all that you want to share, because I want to remind everyone that this is your chapter. This is your home and your family, and you have a say here, you have a voice. If you have anything at all to share, just type /raise in the chat box and I will pass you the microphone. If you have any suggestions for any events or prizes that you would like to see, or if you just want to give a shout out to a swarmer who's been especially helpful to you this week, that's a great time to do that also. Or if you have any general questions about the chapter, we'd love to hear from you. So just type a /raise in the chat box, and who's going to be first? Cinderella.
I'd just like to let everybody know about a new event that I'm running. It's a scavenger hunt, and we've actually already had our first winner. Let me put in the link for the thread. The challenge is to hang on to that junk loot. You never know what I'm going to ask for. I'm trying to make it fair across the levels so it's easy for everybody to obtain it, and it's harder than you'd think, because I think Fate will attest she's sold her junk loot a few times already.
Sadly, yes.
The prizes will vary. I'll try and post a new challenge every Thursday, and I'm looking at doing an Uber challenge where you're going to have to come up with an entire stack of that item.
I've been petrified.
Great job on that, Cinderella. It's a fantastic game. It's getting more traffic on our forum and helping people get their posts count up as well, so it's a win-win. We love it. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Baylor, you're up next.
It's been a while, everyone. Some of you have been here for these, the newbies. This will be a treat. I'm a little out of practice for doing them. I know people have been ragging me on it. There's going to be a link. I'm going to share it real quick. It goes to a link in the forum. This is my latest costume contest. Take a look at it. Give me some screenshots. The more people who post, the bigger the prizes. More than likely, it'll be lots of dies. So those are going up in value, so you'll be getting your money's worth out of the costume contest. It's going to be the hunt for the greatest Easter egg costume contest. So just take a moment, look it over, give me a good screenshot of you dressed up like an Easter egg, and we will see who wins. All right, I'm done.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. I love Bayor's contests. Ooh. Jerome, you have a raise?
Yeah, two things. One, I would like to give a shout out to Lutheus. One of the most friendliest swarmers I know. Always come on, always asking how's everything going. And it's just I like to see that in every person I speak to. It doesn't have to be necessarily Sinister Swarm, but I do notice these things, and it's great to have that here. Suggestion also I have is I was reading up on some of the updates that's going to happen, and it looks like there might be a new track, like a monthly track for dungeons. So I'd like to see if maybe we could get something going on with that once the update actually comes out. If that is the case, maybe we can form a group or something for those specific tracks for dungeons.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Sure. I'm sure that Bayor and Deadman can check that out when there's more information available as far as that. And if it's something that we can get in on, I'm sure that we'll be glad to do that. We're always up for anything. Thank you for recommending that.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's see. Azure, you're up next.
Just wanted to let you guys know, I have posted that thread. It is on the Guild Wars 2 Broken Blade Tavern. It is titled World v World Seasons of the Swarm.
Alright, great. Thanks for those links, guys. Awesome. Alright, we're getting ready to do our trivia contest, and before we do that, does anybody else have anything at all to share? Any questions, comments, remarks, suggestions, anything at all? Type /raise in the chat box. Going once. Azure?
One more thing, I just wanted to mention, if anybody didn't catch, I had posted earlier in the chat box, to kind of promote our chapter's lottery drawing. A ticket has been purchased for everybody who has been present today, who is Soldier B and under, so we will have a drawing hopefully next week, and somebody will be winning some loot.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. So guys, anybody here who's a Soldier Bee or under, just for coming out and sharing this happy hour with us tonight, you're going to get a ticket in the lottery, courtesy of Azure. Hope you guys win something good.
Eat my dust!
Alright, so at this time I'm going to go ahead and pass to Agathu. He's going to be doing the trivia contest tonight. There are 3 questions, and you have to actually type something in the chat box. So if you do not have your chat box open in bed, go ahead and open it now and get ready. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go to random.org, and I'm going to pull that up, and I've taken a screenshot of the people who are in vent, and I'm going to pick 2 winners for door prizes while he's doing that. So Agathu, to you.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
Hail Swarm.
All right, for those who don't know, the trivia contest is open to newbies, worker bees, and soldier bees only. The KBKs may post answers in the chat box, but they're probably lying to you, so don't trust them. They do that a lot. All the answers today you will be able to find under your hero window in the achievements tab. You have to type out the answer in chat. First one to get it correct will win. This week's prizes, each winner will get 10 heavy moldy bags, which have a chance to drop some T6 materials.
Feel the fury!
All right, first question. Under the Slayer achievement, how many different categories are there? And we have a winner, Nylan. It's 39 categories.
Woohoo! Congrats.
Good job.
Congrats.
Okay. In the game, each race has its own kind of specialty armor. What title do you give if you collect all of them? And we have a winner. Sold a few. It is the Emperor title.
Nice. Congrats. That's an expensive one to get, too.
There can only be Venom.
And then in the daily events every day, there is an activities category. Which activity will give you the title of Omnivore? And we have a winner, Cinderella. It's Belcher's Bluff.
Congratulations.
Congrats, all you earned a good job.
Nicely done, everybody.
All right, thank you, Agathu, for that great trivia contest. I'm going to go ahead and announce our door prize winners. They will each be receiving an 18-slot bag, so that's a nice prize just for coming out and participating in tonight's meeting. First winner is Ragnarson. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congrats, man.
Congrats.
He just sent me a note a few minutes ago that he had a cousin with a family emergency, and he was actually on his Android in a meeting, so hope everything's well with his family. Ex-War Chiefer, you are our second winner tonight. Congratulations on your door prize.
Congrats.
Alright guys, thanks for coming. Don't go anywhere yet though, because we got guild missions up next. They're really a lot of fun, and we always look forward to that. We do have guild missions after each Saturday meeting, as well as having them on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific, so don't forget about that. If you're around on Wednesday, hop in and do them with us. We need all the help we can get. Some of them you need at least 10 to 15 people, so if we don't have enough, then basically we kind of waste our mission that we've built up and spent influence on. So try to come out and support that if at all possible.